Well, Burkina Faso is a country in Southwest Africa, and I want to show you where it is on the map, and that's why this world map is here. Now, there's a trick here. If you think of it in terms of longitudes this way, you find 0. That's right here, right? And then you find 0 on latitude, and that's here. And you come to right there, just about, right here, just about an inch up from 0. So it's just right on 0, 0 on latitude. And you see this country, that color there, that's Mauritania. The same color here is Burkina Faso. The capital is, no, wait a minute. This takes some, I'm not going to tell you what the capital is yet. I can't find it here. The population is about 25 million. The population of Minnesota, for comparison, is 5.75 million. And the currency there is the franc. Oh yeah, it's Ouagadougou is the capital. Here's how you remember it, and here's how you pronounce it. Do you know the Hallelujah chorus from Handel the Messiah? Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Ouagadougou, 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 Ouagadougou. Say it.
Ouagadougou.
Well, that's
Ouagadougou.
terrific. They have a bunch of languages. They have 60 indigenous languages. More Diula, which is their language of commerce, Bisa. The GDP is kind of interesting. And again, I'll compare Minnesota. They have 23 billion GDP. Minnesota has 472 GDP. We're 6 million, they're 25 million. That's telling. And their leader is Ibrahim Traore. Okay. And it's landlocked. But that's interesting because it's on a plain. And there are 3 or 4 rivers running through it. And it's the white, the red, and the black river, plus another one which is called something else. Anyhow, these four rivers come through, right? That's upside down. Going south, and all these rivers come through, and they're called the red Volta, the black Volta, and the white Volta, and they all meet to make the Volta down a little bit further south in Ghana. So, well, I won't show you, can figure it out. So I don't know how short this is going to be. Okay, well, it was called the Republic of Upper Volta. So for that reason, they call this region the Upper Volta, because of these rivers that flow down into it. It was so dubbed by the French, and they became a self-governing body within the French community, and then they became fully independent in 1960, and lo and behold, they had a whole lot of coups and assassinations, 66, 80, 82. They had Thomas Sankara in 1983, he's a biggie and a very important one. 87 plus 3 unsuccessful coups in 89, 15, and 23. Not too stable. I don't know how far to go with this.
Well, just hit your most important points and then point to a couple things that you thought were interesting on the board.
Thomas Sankara was from Burkina Faso?
Yeah, maybe tell what you know about Thomas Sankara and what you know about Traore, and then we can point to a few things on the board.
That way, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, that's fine. A couple more minutes.
Okay, well, we'll get into a few of these things, though, that you want to go into. And that steady growth rate after 2003. National Society of Precious Substances is one of the things that you can find up there. It is, and this is to show that since Thomas
Ibrahim Traore.
Rantori, things have improved, and since the Traore, things have really improved. And so these things have done this. National Society of Precious Substances, they resumed mining under state ownership. A national gold reserve eliminates fraud, encourages confidence of investors, supports national currency. Gold is their primary thing that they can mine and has been exploited by the French as they mined it and took the value of the gold elsewhere, or took the gold itself elsewhere. Something called the Postal Bank of Burkina Faso promotes financial inclusion and shared prosperity, and particularly for projects of young people and women in the middle class. A Burkina Faso film and audiovisual agency created with focus on creativity and cooperation among African nations. Customs and Traditions Day is part of it. They celebrate ancestral value, traditional dances, value of customary chiefs to achieve civil peace. They have Fasmo Turismo, which creates international tourism, and they have a mausoleum to honor Thomas Sankara and his 12 companions who were assassinated in October 15th, 1987. Now, there is, up here, there is something about national economic reform, and you can find it there, and I guess you want me to stop.
Okay, I'll show like really quick for 1 minute. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Great job. So this is the flag of Burkina Faso. Up here is the 12 industrial units that they have developed in 1 year. You have tomato factories, and you have industrial soap. You have cement, a factory that they're doing with Chinese, that are partnering with the Chinese because they make the best cement in the world. You have cashew apple factory. You have the animal feed processing it's a national agency to centralize the feed so they can make sure the feed is safe and affordable for their animals, because they want to increase their population, they want to increase their food security. So they're processing what they grow. They have flour and veterinary medicine and textile industry. So these are all 12 in 1 year. And over here you can see a lot of their agricultural. They have a agricultural and agro-pastoral and fishing offensive. So they're really focusing on helping the farmers to grow more and more food. So they've got a lot of things that normally wouldn't be expected to grow in Africa, like cacao, avocado, plantain, bananas, a lot of wheat and rice, and the floating cages. They have floating cages around their dams to produce more fish and more economy. So that partner with the Netherlands, they're teaching entrepreneurship. And so they have businesses. And you'll see over here more about the fishing and the dams that they're dredging because they want more farmland. And over here is about the economic reform he told you, because they're nationalizing the gold. They're able to invest in all these projects in education. And like he said, the ancestral values. They have film and audiovisual and tourism to promote ancestral values to honor their elders. Right,
Is
Tom,
this your speech?
No, just real quick, I'm done. And then Thomas Sankara was their revolutionary. Because we're gonna have a quiz.
You're just saying what you wanted me to say.
But you're good, you gave a good intro.
So
And Thomas Sankara, like you said, there's a mausoleum, so that's great. So he gave you the
thank you
history.
for saying what you wanted me to say.
He
by
gave you the
yourself.
history, and I gave you the stuff for the quiz. All right? And so now, Gary's gonna give his presentation.
My presentation.
And then we'll do the next song, and then I'll do my presentation, and then we'll do more food.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do more.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I agree with Todd.